Hey guys, Leg here. Another bike video today. I feel like I literally picked the hottest days to do this, but whatever, we gotta get it done. What I'm doing today is I'm gonna show you how to install the front turn signals or replace them on your Honda Nighthawk. I got a 1995 Honda Nighthawk 750 here, but it will probably work on most. I have some past videos on this and other Nighthawk videos, and I had people come in and work on the 85 and so on. So we are going back to the OEM style blinkers. These little ones look cool, but my goal originally was to install these. So we're gonna get these removed, install these. I got this set on eBay. It was beautifully packaged, safe. It was about 75 bucks for the set, which is the best deal I found because individually they go for about 25, 35 a piece. Each one is labeled, which is great. You know exactly where it's going. They have different color wires. There's left and right, front and back. And they do have the 3 wires for the front, which you do need. Most of the kits out there don't have the 3 wires for the front. These didn't, so I connected the 2 wires into the one to make it work. But I'll show you exactly what you need and we'll get started. So this is the set I was talking about, guys, right now. I'm gonna put a link below so you can find this. It's available on eBay, Amazon, and I'm sure some other sites as well. Like I said, I found the best deal on eBay for 75 bucks. So labeled, correct colors for each side, easy to connect. You're gonna need a 40mm socket to install them, wrench. You're gonna need a 40mm socket to get to the back of the bike right here, to remove these bolts to get to the back lights, and possibly some wire kit and shrink tubing and stuff if you're going to be cutting wires instead of just snapping it in. Phillips screwdriver or impact drill to remove also the couple bolts in the back, and that's really it. So originally how I installed the little guys, it's loose. I'm already disconnecting it. I didn't remove the headlight here. I just cut the wire and connected it together. This time I'm gonna actually loosen this up. It's only 2 bolts on the headlight, and see if we can get in there and actually snap it in properly. So that's what I'll show you right now. All right, so my old lights, I'm just cutting them off as I'm replacing the wires anyway. And now we're gonna loosen up the headlight. 14mm socket here as well. Remove your bolts. So now we got full access in here. So the install of the blinker is pretty simple. It's just a bolt and a washer. Just get the wires through the installation hole. Get the washer on. There's 3 wires, so you can't put all 3 at once. You're gonna have to do like one at a time. Same with the washer and the nut. And then get your 14mm wrench and just tighten it up. I'm actually going to fully tighten it once I have everything installed, so I can make sure it's all at the right level, height, direction. And now, so when I say right side, I mean right side facing when you're sitting on the bike, your right actual arm, right? And then this will be the left. So the right side is blue over here. The left side is orange. So this is the original wires that we spliced into. Since I'm not using this, that's what I did. I originally just cut into it, and since the other light only had 2 wires, I connected the 2 blue to the blue and then the green by itself. But since we are now move this whole assembly out, I can try to get in here, and there we go. So now you can nicely connect everything so it's a good snug fit. So green is going in here, and it feels loose. Grab a clamp tool, pliers, and give it a little tighten. You want to make sure it's a tight connection. And then we got 2 blues here. I'm gonna just, alright, so one has a line. So yeah, this one has a white line, so I'm gonna go the blue with the blue line here. And then the regular plain blue to the plain blue one here. And now we're going to do the same thing for the left side for the orange, and then we can move to the back. Okay, so orange was the same idea. Green here, the orange with the white stripe to the orange with the white stripe, and orange to solid orange. So now before I reassemble it, I am gonna just make sure it all works. So as you see, we got our standing lights on. Let's check the blinkers. They're working nice and bright. So good. Now we can shove this all back in here. I'll put a couple of zip ties around here. Shove it all back in. Put your bolts back on. Install the light. Adjust it. And there's little markers here so you can adjust it as you need it. And that's it. Let's get to the back now. So to get to the back, blinkers, you gotta remove this piece right here. So 2 bolts, 1 on each side, 14 millimeter socket, and then the Phillips here. Don't lose the washers that are in here. So I'm gonna remove those right now. Now we pop this piece off. You just pull here, and here there's a couple tabs. You pull out a little bit, and the tabs come out. So don't break these. See 1, 2 in the front, and then these 2 in the back. So now we don't need to disconnect this. We just put it like this. Same idea with these guys. I'm just cutting them off as I'm not going to use them at all anymore. Garbage. Don't use these little washers. You need space in here. And then the wire for the right one comes out right under there, comes up here, and it's tucked in right in there. So pull this out a little bit. And here's your connections. So remember, the blue was right, orange was left. Out to show you. There we go. So you know which side is going where. And the lights in the back only have 2 wires. So we're gonna get our right one. Washer and nut on the back. We'll tighten that later. Basically, I'm going to run this under here. And now connect green to blue. So get rid of these old wires. Blue. And our right side is done. Orange side. I used the old wires, that's why it's blue, so don't look at that, because the little aftermarket lights were not long enough to reach all the way around here. So that's why I reused the old wire I had. So this goes all the way around here, here, and goes under there for the light itself. You just gotta get under here to grab it. So just save this piece. So same exact thing. I'm gonna install the light. Just run the wire through here nicely. Connect the orange and the green, and our left side is done. So here it is, guys, the connections. The blue and the green was on the right. The orange and the green is on the left. This all gets covered by this cover here. I'm just gonna tuck it back in there. Here's what it looks like under. So that's basically it. And then you just run the wires up. So, you know, the left light has the longer wire. It came up here, came out here, got it tucked back in, and came back down and through here again. Just gonna close all this up, show you guys the finished product. These guys, remember the tabs go on an angle. Same here. Watch the tabs, angle. Now let's just make sure the back works. Probably should have done that before reassembling everything. But as you see, we're good. On the left. And we are good on the right. And if for some reason you see one that's not blinking or you hear a really loud sound, that's probably the bulb is out. Take this apart. There's a little screw back here. And then this will just pop off. Make sure it's in place. Replace it. And that should fix that. So don't panic when one is not working or something. So guys, that's it. We're all done. I hope this helps make your life easier. I have a bunch of other videos on this bike and some other car stuff and so on, so please check them out. Please give me a thumbs up. Any comments, questions, comment below. Thank you, and please subscribe.